It's your brother, Rose. You know, we got another one, man. Big head ass Tyra, man. Hating on Supahead. I found this one and couldn't resist. I said, man, it ain't no way you on a live TV show treating this woman like that, regardless of her past, whatever she has done. I'm like, damn, did she sleep with your man? Let's get right into it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Tap in with your guy.
Some women cannot get enough of men who have power, who have money and influence. But when it comes to celebrities, some women get sucked into a world of star obsession that they cannot resist. My first guest is the author of the controversial New York Times bestseller, Confessions of a Video Vixen. Corinne Steffans may not be a household name, but if you watch hip-hop videos, you may feel you know her at least by sight.
I just remember growing up and wanting to be...
Everybody know her fine ass.
In Hollywood, all the stars were.
But when she went public with her story as a hip-hop arm charm, she revealed a lot more than skin. The result was Confessions of a Video Vixen, a tell-all book that landed Corinne on the New York Times bestseller list. And in a lot of hot water with some of the biggest celebrities in music and in Hollywood.
I've had intimate relationships with a lot of people in the industry. A-list actors, directors, musicians, NFL.
She's making news, she's naming names.
Jack was a very generous man. Josh stayed with me for a year. Ice-T put me in that condo, and Vin Diesel brief fitness. The Four Seasons, Beverly Hills Hotel, Hermitage, Polo Lounge, W, the Bel Air, living it up.
Shaq and Vin Diesel? I mean, I knew Shaq was clapping a lot of, you know, and it's Shaq, baby, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? He did play for the Lakers. Shout out to Will, you know what I mean?
Artists always like me because I made that particular scene really hot. I had celebrity relationships.
Vin Diesel one kind of surprised me. Okay, Vin Diesel, he said, I'll leave that caravan. He said, I need that man.
And I would use those to get the jobs because I needed that $2,500 a day to pay my $5,000 worth of bills.
And when the camera was turned off, it seemed her posturing for fame was not. And Kiss and Tell Corinne generated a new kind of heat in the press.
I don't know, Corinne, you have angered a lot of folks and a lot of folks why.
Hey, man, it's two sides to every story, you feel me? It's two sides to a coin. She could have been good in a relationship, or she could have been bad in a relationship with all these individuals. Just like the recipient could have been good to her or not. But this is how people do stuff like this when they're not getting treated, how they think they're supposed to get treated.
I think a lot of people are uncomfortable, but the things that I left out are way bigger than the things that I put in.
But you keep running from stuff. Like, I wasn't even going to get at you like that. You know what I mean? But you got problems.
You're trying to get her bag, bro. Fuck that.
Keep running.
But this video vixen makes no apologies for outing her famous lovers. Some were husbands or fathers. She says it's her story
Dark Man X
to tell. And as for the men who paid for her life in the fast lane,
damn, they showed Jay-Z, they showed Mystical, they showed Nas. Damn.
She says she's kept their secrets long enough.
I just told the truth, and there's a good feeling knowing that you told the truth.
Please welcome Corinne Steffans to the show.
Shit, I'm surprised they was clapping. For real, for real. I am, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm surprised.
Corinne, I have to admit, I read your book from cover to cover, and I know...
Uh-oh, here come the salt. Here come the salt.
I know that you named a lot of names. Why don't you tell us some of the people that you name in the book?
Well, I just want to say, too, it's not a tell-all. I left a lot of things out for a lot of good reasons.
So it's a tell-a-lot.
It's a tell-some. It's not even a lot.
Okay.
It's just a small part. You know, there are the names that you all know. There's the Ja Rules and the Vin Diesels, the Shaquilles, I don't know, whoever.
And you're saying you had sex with all the men that you just named?
Yes.
So why did you write this book?
Well, initially when I started writing the book, it was for my
You was about to lie? You know, you already put it in the book. The hesitation was for it. Yeah.
own purpose. I had gone through a lot because the book isn't about sex and it's not about hip hop and it's not about rappers. It's about my journey from being an abused child to being raped as a young child to being, going through spousal abuse, a young mother, and then getting into that and then having to, almost dying with a drug overdose. And then once I began to heal myself, close to about 4 years ago, I really.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. All of that. Yeah, you need to write a book. You were smart for that. You need to write a book. People need to know about your story because there's a lot of little girls out here that probably got similar stories. You know what I mean? Not saying she could be a role model or anything like that, but maybe she can. Maybe she turned her life around. I don't know. Corinne Stephens like that.
I had to figure out what happened to me in order for me to heal. I had to admit it to myself, what I did.
But you had to know that naming the names and
That makes sense. This is a lot of females that have trouble healing and healing properly because of all the past stuff. You feel me?
talking about the sexual exploits is what was gonna put the book, at the top of New York's best-selling list. I mean, it's number 5 on the best-selling list in New York Times right now.
Yeah, it is, and we're number 3 at the Washington Post, and we're also in the Wall Street Journal and all major markets. But honestly, that part was a surprise to me, and I didn't know that. All I knew was that I had to tell the stories that were relevant to my life, and everyone is named. And it's funny to me how everyone is so concerned about naming the celebrities, but no one is concerned about me naming the man that raped me when I was 13 and how his life is going to be now. You know what I mean? And so it just shows me.
Man, fuck his life. Nobody give a damn about this nigga. He raping girls and you was 13, man. Fuck this nigga. You a damn about this nigga?
That we're in a celebrity hypnotized society.
But you were hypnotized by the celebrity.
Exactly, which
so
is the
you can
whole point of the
understand why
book.
people are so into
exactly,
it.
Which is what's so ironic and so.
She opening up on that couch. She moving and shifting and shit. She about to tell some shit.
Wonderful, because that's the point of the book. Just being hypnotized by that and just really wanting a place to belong and needing a family, needing love, and thinking sex and love are equated. And that's why there's a lot of sex in the book. And each time I have sex with someone, you'll read in the book where I say, I just loved him.
Why do you say that? Because I noticed that. I noticed that you would have sex with this guy and you said that you loved him.
Yeah.
What was that emotion that you were feeling, and why would you say something like that?
Because in my head I did. Because
in the book she says that she'd have sex with somebody and
Nah, she a female. Tyra a female as well. So the emotional part of what she feeling after y'all, you know what I'm saying, make whoopee. You already know that females get attached like to a nigga real quick. So I don't even know why the fuck she acting like this with that big ass fucking head. I don't even know why the fuck she acting like that. Like, bro, you know how women get, bro. You know how females get, especially when a nigga put it down. He put it down right. She thinking about that nigga for a long time. Long time. So this nigga know. I know she know.
and they'd get up and then they'd leave, or they'd tell you to leave. So how could you equate that with love?
I was never told to leave. I just think that, you know, I
You don't know. You gonna tell Corinne Stephens to leave. They call her Supahead. You gonna kick a girl named Supahead out. And she looked like that. No. She's gonna stay around because I might need her to do it again.
spent years with people. There's hardly anyone. There's a few, maybe one or two in there where it was uncomfortable and we separated. Jay-Z was like that. Dr. Dre was like that, where you just know you're better off being acquaintances.
Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
And not lovers, and you stay friends afterwards. There are people in there that I stayed with for years, just off and on. But everyone would have to go. No one lived where I lived. They had lives other places. And so,
have you upset people from writing this book?
I haven't heard anything from anyone. The people that are most upset will be my mother and my ex, because they were the most brutal to me, and I was honest about that. Brutality, and that upsets them.
So these rappers aren't upset that you wrote about them?
No, they're fine, because there are so many things that I left out. The things that I got a lot of calls.
So if you ran into Usher, or you ran into Jay-Z, or you ran into, they're like, hey, Corinne, it's cool?
Well, we haven't been cool for years. You know what I mean? So it's not like I've had friendships all this time. These are people that
Yeah, she just casually threw Usher out there, so Mr. Raymond got caught up in that thing too.
haven't spoken to, with the exception of Usher. who I haven't spoken to in years. And so when we do see each other, and we do, Four Seasons brunch, and you just kind of pass each other, and you do one of these, and you just keep going.
Because I'll admit, if somebody wrote something about me in a book, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, people wrote things about me in songs. So I've been pissed off before. I've been written about in magazines, you know, that were...
Tell her big-headed ass. Tell her, Corinne. Tell her big-headed ass.
lies, and I've been pissed off before too, you know, so I know how it feels. But the difference is that the things that were written about me weren't the truth, and this is the truth. And I tell them, as I tell everyone, if your name is in this book and you see something that you don't like, then you shouldn't have done it.
So do you think that you wrote this book because of revenge, out of revenge?
No, see, revenge is something that happens when people are miserable.
Didn't she just tell you? See, now you're not listening. I'm watching and I'm listening. She told you that she wrote the book based off her life and her trauma she suffered when she was a little girl. You forgot about the R word that she mentioned earlier when she was 13? She just said it. Fuck you mean? Why did you write the book?
And upset and
but weren't
bitter.
you miserable and upset?
Not when
and
I wrote
bitter?
this book. Not when I wrote this book.
Corinne, I have to disagree with you because when I read the book, you were...
How you gonna disagree with how she feeling on how she wrote? It ain't even no place to disagree. What are you talking about? I disagree. How you disagree with somebody writing a book about their life? How you disagree with that?
Saying that you're really upset that, you know, that you were down and out, that these were the guys that you would go out with and wine and dine and spend a lot of money and hang out.
Yeah.
And then you had
But
your
I
rock
still
bottom.
have that lifestyle now. The
But I'm
lifestyle
saying,
hasn't changed.
but I'm talking about your rock bottom. And you hit a rock bottom where you were homeless, living in the car with your son,
Absolutely.
freezing to death.
You read the hell out of that book. You read the fuck out of that book, boy. She was not capping. When she said she read that book, I believe her wholeheartedly now.
And
Absolutely.
using jackets to stay
But
warm.
all of that was my fault.
No, but I'm saying,
their
what I'm
fault.
saying is you called these guys and said, I need some help.
Yeah.
And none
they
of them
said
helped
no.
you.
None of them helped you. The same man who wrote me a $10,000 check on our first date wouldn't help me. Everything that happened to me was my fault. I did it to myself.
See, now I ain't read the book, so I'm out of the loop. Who the fuck wrote you a $10,000 check? Hold on, did I hear that wrong? Let me go back. I might have heard it wrong.
Jackets to stay
But
warm.
all of that was my fault.
No, but
That
I'm saying,
wasn't their
what I'm
fault.
saying is you called these guys and said, I need some help.
Yeah.
And none
they
of them
said
helped
no.
you. None of them helped you.
The same man who wrote me a $10,000 check on our first date wouldn't help me.
So that nigga wrote you a $10,000 check on your first date, but you called him in need and that nigga went and helped you. I need to know who this nigga is. I ain't gonna lie. You got a name drop on this nigga. This nigga cheap and he ain't shit. How the fuck you gonna drop 10K on the first date acting like you that nigga? Oh, but now I really need you to be that nigga. You feel me? She call you when she really needs you. And your ass, come on, bro. That's crazy. You wanted to butt that bad, bro? Damn, hold on. Let me get this damn alarm off my other phone, man. Come on, baby. Come on. All right, there we go. I got to it. Stop your ass. All right, bet. We getting back to it.
Everything that happened to me was my fault. I did it to myself.
But then
I
why name
allowed
names?
people-
If there's no anger, why name the names?
Why not? It's just the truth.
Hold on.
And so now that I've healed, right to say, you know what? Let's not give this a pretty name anymore. Let's not say I was hanging out. Let's not say I wasn't. I was prostituting myself and selling myself for a lot less than I'm actually worth. You know,
Well, we're going to talk about that some more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to hear from you guys out there because I know you're going, Tyra, say this. Tyra, ask her that. So we're going to hear from you guys. We're going to give some questions to Corinne, and we'll be back when we return.
Yeah, she's gonna be back to grilling your ass when she returns. She's gonna be back to make crazy statements on you when she returns.
Up next, more secrets revealed from the video vixen, Corinne Stephens.
people expect me to be ashamed. And I think that it bothers a lot of people that I'm not ashamed.
It doesn't bother me that you're not ashamed. What bothers me is I think you do know exactly
What bothers her, yeah, you know exactly what bothers her. You slept with her fucking man, nigga, and big head ass Tyra is tight, nigga. You slept with her fucking man back in the day, and she know about it. That's why she invited you to this show. Yeah, she about to get in your ass.
what you did.
When you get a cold, you can't always slow down, but you can feel better, faster, with NyQuil each night and DayQuil each day. Together, they'll give you the relief you need to keep going. So leave the coughing, aching, and fever behind with NyQuil each night and DayQuil each day.
This commercial old as hell, you can tell.
Feel better, faster.
Why do we love going out to eat? Be somebody else. Prom is the prom. There's just $29.90.
Steffens. Now, the views expressed in her.
I apologize for all them old ass commercials on Brother Rose TV. I apologize wholeheartedly to all my viewers. The fuck?
Her book are not mine, and I want to make this very clear. But I have no idea if these allegations are true or not. Now, this book is a cautionary tale. Who's this a cautionary tale to?
Well, what's happening is that a lot of women have unrealistic views of this part of the industry. You have a lot of young girls who want to, at a very early age, just be video girls, and they think that that's modeling. I get emails on my website, which I have been getting for over the last 2 years, of people asking me, how do they get into this? I want to be a model. So how do I get into the next Yin Yang video? Or, you know, and I have to explain that that's not modeling, and I've never been
the next Yin Yang video. Oh, Yin Yang twins, I got you.
Been a model, and that's not what it is, and that's not how it happens. They're actually changing their minds about what they thought the industry was like, thinking that nothing bad ever happens, and life is essentially like a video, and it's just not.
Well, it depends on the choices that you make.
It depends on the choices that you make, but a lot of us, unfortunately, are being ill-informed. A lot of us are just aren't being told. You know, I wish that I had, you know, people around me. I wish that I had a family base. A lot of women do have, and they have a family, and they have friends, and they have people who care, and they're educated better than I was. But many women and young girls aren't as educated as we should be.
Well, I want to take some questions from the audience.
Hi. I'd like to know, based on the subject matter and the content of the book, why would you dedicate a book like this to your son?
Because this is my life story, and this is a subject.
Good question. Good question. Farmer moms want to know, but she must have wanted her son to know a story, so he know how to treat the ladies. This is my initial thought.
Matter not just of my book, but of my life. And my son went through a lot of this with me. When I slept in the car, he was the only person in the car with me.
But you put your son, and you dedicated your book to the son, which means it opens it up to his school, because his name is in the book.
His first name's in the book. A lot of children are named Naeem.
Yeah, but you pick him up at school, and you look just like this.
Okay,
so
and all the parents that know me, I'm in the PTA.
Why the fuck is y'all clapping? Why the fuck is y'all clapping? Like Tyra said something that was pivotal. But she is hating on Corinne Stiffers on the stage on national television, bro. And y'all clapping. The fuck out of here with that clapping shit. Shut the fuck up.
I feel that people expect me to be ashamed. And all my life, I've been expected to be ashamed of who I am. And I'm not. And I think that it bothers a lot of people that I'm not ashamed. And a lot of us spend our lives being ashamed of who we are and what we've done, and are afraid to share that with our children.
It doesn't bother me that you're not ashamed. I admire the fact that you're not ashamed. I think what bothers me is that I think you are a very smart woman. You're very articulate. And I think you do know exactly what you did. And you knew that naming names would be the thing that makes the press, because you were attracted to that. You're attracted to names. You're attracted to celebrity. And I think you do understand that naming these names means that, you know, this is going to get attention. And I want you to be honest and sit here and be honest with me.
Well, you know what?
Bro, why the fuck you think she's not telling you the truth? Why the fuck you think she's not telling you the truth on national television about her book? Stupid motherfucker. What she got to lie about? She wrote a tell-all book. Which means she's telling it all, nigga. What are you even saying right now? That's why your show is not here no more. That's why it's gone. Because you did bad. You were terrible, nigga.
I just wrote the book, and my publisher made that decision. Initially, the book had no names in it, and there were a lot of things that have been taken out.
But the publisher can only make the decision.
The publisher
of what
made
you
the
agree
decision,
with.
and I agreed with it because I felt that it was the truth and it was actual. I didn't hide anything in that book.
You said you hid a lot.
Well, I mean, of all the things that were written, I didn't hide names and places and dates to protect people. This isn't a book about protection. It's a book about honesty and confessions, both on my side and hopefully on theirs.
How mad were you?
Talk your shit, Corinne. Talk your shit to this big head ass nigga named Tyra Banks. Talk your shit.
With those rappers that didn't support you?
Not mad at all, because I went back to them. It wasn't like they said no to me and then I was like, oh, that's it, I'm out of here, I'm gonna write a book. It was okay. I went back, they gave me more money, I hung out, I still took the trips, I still did.
They gave her more money. She still got more trips. She was milking
all
it.
Of that. And then I left because I knew.
Not every single one of these guys.
Every single one of these guys.
Not every single one. You didn't go back to every single one of them.
Well, the ones that had the most money, the ones that.
Tyra, stop that stupid shit. And she hit the nail on the head. The ones that had the most money. Why she gonna go to the ones that got little money? Even if this nigga ugly as fuck. She gonna go with this nigga that got the most bread. She's telling you. It ain't like I'm making shit up. She just told niggas.
Were flying me around because I was homeless at the time. I was homeless at the time, and I had to find a way to get back on my feet. So in the back of my head, I know, okay, you don't care about me. Because when I told you I was getting evicted, you said whatever. So now I said, hey.
Wow. Any shorty I'm ever fucking with, especially if I put my phallus into you, I'm not letting you go down like that. I don't give a fuck what your past was. I start fucking with you, you that nigga. I start fucking with you, you that nigga. I'm gonna do what I can do for you all the time. These niggas is fake, bro. These niggas in the industry is fake, bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't give a fuck about your past, bro. Once you meet me, that shit don't exist. That shit don't exist, nigga. I don't give a fuck how much miles you got on your pussy. That shit don't exist if Rose decide to invest in you. That shit don't exist no more. It's me and beyond. That's it.
Everything's fine. Well, yeah, that was just, that was a bad week. I'm fine now. Okay, here you go, more money. I knew that if I wasn't the party girl anymore, then they wouldn't take care of me.
Corinne Steffens, thank you for being here. And thank you for being honest. You dying inside, aren't you? I haven't been the hardest on you. I've seen your interviews, and there have been people that are super duper duper hard on you. This was actually a walk in the park.
Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it today. I'm moody.
You're moody?
Yeah.
Well, you came on, and hopefully you're on a better
But you came on.
step to get your life in the right direction.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Nah, y'all won't be right back. Brother Rose time. Man, she fucked with a lot of niggas that Tyra fucked with. She said she took it easy on you, but you still was taking jabs throughout the interview. Nah. I ain't believing that, but you know, it is what it is. Corinne gave us a side of the story about her tell-all. I ain't never know she had sexual relations with all of them cats. You know what I mean? But I would like to know the nigga that gave her 10,000 though on the first date. I would like to know his name because he never helped her out after that, which is some slime ball shit. Outside looking in. Don't penalize me. I'm outside looking in. But it looked like he was on some slime ball shit. I ain't gonna cap. I feel like, all right, after I heard Karen Steffens talking, aka Supahead, she got a good head on her shoulders. I feel like somebody could have wiped her up and molded her into some other being. But nobody wanted to wife her up. Y'all just niggas wanted to keep fucking. You feel me? So maybe something with her. I told you I'm outside looking in. I don't know Corinne. But she seems like she would hold a nigga down. And she would be wifey material. If she didn't have all this going on. You feel me? As far as her past and all her other past endeavors, Cash not really rocking with that. I'm not even gonna lie. I know you got all these bodies on you. I'm not even checking for you no more. Honestly. But you holding Rose down, you doing what you need to do. I don't give a fuck what happened before me, nigga. Only matters is what happened after me and during me. That's what happens. Or that's what matters. Excuse me. I only care about what's happening now. I don't give a fuck about what happened in the past, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm Rose. I only care about what's happening now. Right now, you fucking with me. That's all that matter. Cats must have lost sight of that. Cats must have lost sight of that. Bro, you fucking with me now. I don't give a fuck about what that lame ass nigga was doing with you. But hey, that's my take. You feel me? That was Tyra Banks and her little Karen Steffens interview with Supahead. You feel me? I found it was entertaining because Tyra was hating. You feel me? I felt like Tyra was hating. She sending shots. She casting straight shots. You feel me? At Karen Steffens. Some of the shit she said, she didn't have to say. You know, even though she felt like it was a light interview. You're national TV, boo. You're on national TV. So, but, you know, that's my time. It's your brother. Rose. Peace. Be cool.